the beginning of a new COVID era. The national state of disaster has finally been lifted after more than 2 years, but the nation has been warned. If COVID-19 cases rapidly rise, the national state of disaster may not be a thing of the past.
If the fifth wave is such that the country becomes, the pandemic becomes a disaster, then the Disaster Management Act will come back and the national state of disaster will come back. But we can't keep it because somebody says there must be a fifth wave. When the fifth wave comes, we'll also see whether the fifth wave is such that it becomes a disaster. If not, then we won't bring it back. The normal regulations from health and other departments will manage the situation.
Government has put in place transitional measures which will lapse after 30 days to ensure a handover of the new regulations under the National Health Act. These include the wearing of masks in indoor public spaces and international travellers entering the country needing to show proof of vaccination or a negative PCR test not older than 72 hours, amongst others.
After 30 days, what we expect is that from the health side, because these provisions are also there in in the health regulations, this would now have been concluded, have been assessed with the inputs, and then they will be able to kick in to make sure that we still have some control at the borders.
Government says it has not let its guard down by lifting the national state of disaster.
We're not dismantling our capacity to monitor on a daily basis. We're still monitoring. We know how many people are in hospital, how many are seriously ill, and so on. NICD reports if there's a different behavior. The people with the genomic sequencing, they take samples from different parts of the country. If they see something changes, they inform us. As I said, even yesterday, I got the report in terms of some changes which they've recognized, but they're still studying to see how far it's going to go.
Meanwhile, the public has until the 16th of this month to comment on the proposed health regulations under the National Health Act that was gazetted. The health regulations will take effect immediately after the transitional measures have elapsed. Natasha Piri, SABC News, Johannesburg.